Dear students, I welcome you all in this video lecture of mathematics. In the previous lecture, you have learnt about lines, angles and their types, and you have also done the first two questions of the recap exercise. Today, I am going to show you the remaining questions of the recap exercise, and we will also learn something about the pairs of angles. Question number 3 of the recap exercise is, we have to name the angles in the figure and we have to classify them as acute, obtuse and straight. In this figure, we have ACD. Its measure is less than 90 degree. It is greater than 0 degree, so it is acute. So I have mentioned it here. Angle DCB, it is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, so it is obtuse. It is also written here. And ACB is a straight angle, and I have mentioned it here. If you have learned well the types of angles, so it will be very easy for you to understand. Now question number 4 is, make the 5 combination of pairs of acute angles that add up to 90 degree. I have written 5 pairs here. You can choose any other 5 pairs which add up to 90 degree. 80 degree plus 10 degree, this is 90 degree. 70 plus 20 is 90 degree. Similarly, 60, 30, 50, 40, 45, 45, they add up to 90 degree. Question number 5 is, write the number of acute angles and obtuse angles in the given figure. We have just write the number. We need not to mention the angles. We know the angles whose measure lies between 0 degree and 90 degree are called acute angles, and the angles whose measure lies between 90 degree and 180 degree are called obtuse angles. So it is very simple. In this figure, we have OAB is acute, less than 90. Similarly, OBA, OBC, OCB, OCD, ODC, ODA, OAD. We also have DAB, DCB, we have COB and AOB. These all are acute angles. So if we add them, if we see how many are these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. These are 12 and I have written it here. We have to now count the number of obtuse angles. Obtuse angle is the angle whose measure lies between 90 degree and 180 degree. If we see AOB, this angle, this is greater than 90 degree and less than 180, so obtuse. Similarly, DOC, similarly CDA and ABC, these are 4. I have written it here. Now we are going to learn about the pairs of angles. First one is adjacent angles. What are adjacent angles? Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common vertex, common arm, and they do not overlap. For example, in this figure, we have angle AOB and angle BOC. These are adjacent angles. They have common vertex as O, they have common arm as OB, and they don't overlap. At times we can say which have common vertex, common arm, and the uncommon arms are on the opposite sides of the common arm. So from this figure, it is clear that angle AOB and angle BOC, these are adjacent angles. Now we have complementary angles. Two angles are said to be complementary if their sum is 90 degree. They may or may not be adjacent. For example, 60 degree, 30 degree, 60 plus 30 is 90 degree. So these two angles are complementary angles. Similarly, these 50 degree and 40 degree, these are complementary angles. And now supplementary angles. Two angles are said to be supplementary if their sum is 180 degree. These also may or may not be adjacent. For example, 40 degree and 140 degree is 180 degree, so they are supplementary angles. 60 plus 120, 60 plus 120 is 180, so they are also supplementary angles. Now important pair of angles, linear pair of angles. Two adjacent supplementary angles form a linear pair. So there are two conditions. First condition is they must be adjacent angles, and the second condition is sum of these two angles must be equal to 180 degree. This is the example. This is 35 degree and 145 degree. They add up to 180 degree, and they are also adjacent. Sum is 180 and they are adjacent, so this is linear pair of angles. Now last but not least is vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect at any point, then the two pairs of angles formed without any common arm are called vertically opposite angles. For example, in this figure we have lines AB and DC. They intersect at O. Therefore, angle AOD and BOC, these are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, AOC and DOB, these are vertically opposite angles. Now we have a theorem to prove that vertically opposite angles are equal. But before proving this theorem, we should know what the theorem means. A theorem means a mathematical statement which has a proper proof, and we are going to prove it here. Given are two lines AC and BD which intersect at point O, and we have to prove that vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, we have to prove AOB and COD are equal, DOA and COB are equal. I have named angle AOB as angle B to make it simpler. Similarly, angle BOC as angle 3, COD as angle 4, DOA as angle 1. Now proof. We know that sum of linear pair of angles is 180. Angle 2 and angle 3, these form linear pair of angles, so their sum will be 180 degree. Similarly, angle 3 plus angle 4, their sum will be 180 degree. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180. Angle 4 plus angle 3 is 180. When we see the two equations, two equalities, rather, we can say that their right hand side is same, so their left hand side must be same. If we equate the first and second equality, we will get angle 3 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 4 plus angle 3. If we transpose angle 3 to RHS, we will get angle 2 equal to angle 4 plus angle 3 minus angle 3. And plus angle 3 and minus angle 3, they will get cancelled, so we will get angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Similarly, we can prove angle 1 equal to angle 3. Now we are going to start the exercise 9.1. Exercise 9.1 is we have to check from the pairs of given angles whether they are complementary or not. If their sum is 90 degree, then we see that they are complementary. If their sum is not equal to 90 degree, then we can say they are not complementary. Part A is 43 degree and 56 degree. When we add the two, we get 99 degree. It shows that their sum is not equal to 90 degree, so they are not complementary. Similarly, in part B, pairs of angles are 47 degree and 43 degree. When we add the two, we get 90 degree. Their sum is 90 degree, so they are complementary. Remaining parts will be homework for you people. And question number 2 is same as question number 1. In question 2, you have to check whether the following pairs are supplementary or not. So simple is that you need to check whether the sum of two angles is 180 degree or not. Thank you. Have a nice day.